good day everyone and greetings to Sir Albert. I'm Leong from UTeM FPTT 3 BTMI Section 2. Today I would like to present about my final year project 1. The project title is Analyzing the Determinants of Influencing Organizations' Intention Towards Lean Integrated Management System Adoption in Food Industry. So first come to the Chapter 1 Introduction, Research Background. What is Lean Management? According to Gladys P. et al. 2020, Lean management is the principle that mainly evolved from the practice of lean manufacturing. According to Muller Contributor 2019, Lean management is a form of approach which applies to manage and operate an organization with no regression in any of its departments, whereby driving and also supporting by the concept of continuous improvement and such as the streamlining of the workflow. And what is Lean Integrated Management System? It is comprised with the principles of Integrated Management System, Lean practices, and also Global Reporting Initiative Framework as the applicable technology system for improving both organization, innovation performance, and also sustainability development in production process. So this research study will analyze the potential explicit and also implicit determinants with specific framework to influence the intention of organization in adopting LIMS and indirectly positively lead to the organizational improvement in food industry. Next, we come to the problem statement. We found that there are high failure rate in conducting the LIMS in several companies from different industry, especially for the food industry in Malaysia. And it's because lack of the considering with both internal and also external factors that involve all-inclusive consideration for improving organization innovation performance, and shows that it has a minor focus on soft and hard determinants and overall organizational performance while applying the lean management system. Next, the implementation of lean thinking tools based on waste controls in R&D environment, manufacturing process, and also innovation production process is highly emphasized instead of the comprehensive innovative system in both R&D manufacturing process and also organization innovation management. So is deriving into the research question, also research objectives. The purpose of this research is to identify the determinants involved in influencing the intention of organization for using the lean integrated management system in food industry. Second, to explore the areas and ways of the success determinants in affecting the organization intention to apply LIMS in food industry. And lastly, to determine the optimal determinant for the organization in food industry, decide on two roughly using the integrated lean management system for improving organizational innovation performance. Next, about the scope of the research is to solve the research gap existed in the previous studies, which have focused only on the factors affecting on the influences for manufacturing process and also production controls. And the research sampling and also data collection have concentrated among the organization staff working in different departments of food industry in order to obtain the unbiased data. And the time frame of conducting this research study is in the cross-sectional time horizon for the preparation to implementation process that take on average between 10 to 12 months. Next, the significance of research is provide a newly and integrated approach in attracting the organization's intention to adopt LIMS. So it contribute in-depth understanding and also insights about the ways of implementing the lean management. The research finding will be of interest to them who concerned with the applicable use of LIMS in food industry. And for the limitation of this research, the findings may not be generalized to the certain industry is because it's more specific in the food industry business nature. And for the LIMS is relatively new technology system, so the relevant data information is quite limited from the referred article and also journals that we use as the secondary data. Next, in Chapter 2 Literature Review, there are 4 main elements have been discussed based on the past journals and articles. Firstly, is about the lean management. According to Rotter T. et al. 2019, also Dr. Marcus Lini 2020, the lean management is integrated social technical system to eliminate waste by concurrently reducing or minimizing supplier, customer, and also internal variability to meet the customer expectation and better organizational performance. In integrated management system with lean thinking, they involve the value stream mapping, Kaizen, 5S plus 1S 6S process, Kanban, and other TPS techniques, and also environmental management system, occupational health and safety management system, food safety management system, and so on, that will be comprised as the technical lean tools and also practice factors. And next is about the features and benefits of lean integrated management system adoption. It include the work smart and work efficiency for the employees' participation, well-identified objectives and targets, higher employee participation and training opportunities, and also other benefits which can consider as the improvement of organizational innovation performance. And for the lean approach in food industry, and it also involves from human resource management, which is the organization management, to inventory management, which is the technical perspective, to positively lead to a great improvement of the organization. So for the theoretical framework in this research, a conceptual framework will be designed through modifying the technology adoption model by relating to independent, mediating, and also dependent variables. So here are the research proposed model by showing that in the 5 independent variables. The first one is technical link tools and practices factors. It includes the elements such as the just-in-time, various stream mapping, total productive maintenance, Kaizen, and also other hard link practices pooled with the integrated management system. And next is about the organizational factors. It involves with the flexible organizational culture, change management, lean job design and team-based work, performance management, knowledge management, and also organizational communication. And for the individual factors, we'll more emphasize on the employee perspective, which is the comprehensive and professional training education for the organization staff, behavior and attitude of people belong to the organization, employee engagement and participation. And for the managerial factors, we'll more focus on the top management perspective, such as the leadership, included also the top management commitment, top management support, cooperation and mutual trust between top management and also other employees, and also leader experience with the ability to deploy and also direct the use of lean management system. And for the external factors, it's more on the competitive advantage that can be found in lean management adoption, the threat of new entrants as strong market competition, supplier perspective and also customer perspective with the good relationship. And mediating variable is about the organization's intention to adopt LMS. And it will show also how the mediated variable will cause to the dependent variable, which is the organizational innovation performance. For example, the improvement in organization performance and also productivity and delivery process as the comprehensive improvement in the food industry organizations. And here are showing with six hypothesis testing by including how the independent variable may impact to the mediator, which is the organization's intentions, and the organization intention to adopt lean integrated management system will positively drive to organizational innovation performance. And next come to chapter 3 research methodology. In this research, I will use the explanatory research as the research design, and the quantitative method will be applied in this research in order to obtain the high effectiveness on gathering the large-scale data. And the data collection method will involve the primary data and also secondary data. For the primary data, the survey questionnaire in the type of self-completed questionnaire will be applied. For the area of study, the food industry perspective Malacca, Malaysia will be emphasized. For the population of study, the labor market review shows that the population of employed persons in Malaysia's food industry is up to 459,000 people at first quarter of 2021. So the sample size and sampling technique will use the simple random sampling under the probability sampling technique. With the sample size of 384 respondents, the data collection instrument is using questionnaire in a way of self-completed, which is the internet mode, to collect the data from the respondents. For the questionnaire design, they are categorized in 3 main sections. So you have using multiple choice for section A and also legal type 5-point scale for section B and section C. Section A includes the background of the organization, and for section B, it reflects the 5 determinants that influence the organization's intention to adopt LMS. And for section C, it appraising the organizational innovation performance after processing intention to use LMS in the food company. The reliability and validity will be focused on this research also. For the reliability, I will use the Converge alpha test to ensure the reliability, and for the validity, the pilot testing with up to 30 respondents will be used. So the data analysis method will use IBM SPSS Statistics 25 to analyze with the method which is the descriptive statistic, Pearson correlation coefficient, and also multiple regression analysis to test the relevant data that will be collected. And lastly, here are the Gantt chart for FYP1 according to a cross-sectional time horizon by showing the activity and progress that have been done within the 15 weeks. First, I have discussed and proposed the research topic and also problem statement in week 1 and week 2. And in week 2 to week 4, I have identified the RO and RQ and also research scope. For week 5 to week 6, I have collected and also gathered the sources as secondary data and also conduct the literature review. From week 5 to week 9, I have identified the variables and also developed the theoretical framework. In week 7, I have formulated the hypothesis testing. And in week 10 to week 12, I have determined the research methodology based on the research design. And in week 13, I have drafting the overall final year project 1 from chapter 1 to chapter 3. And also submit the overall draft to my supervisor. In week 14, I have redraft and making correction for the FYP1 and submit the final draft for supervisor to check and review. I also prepare final year project 1 presentation slide. And in week 15, I've conducted the final year project 1 presentation also defense. So that's all from my presentation for final year project 1. Thank you.